Hello everyone, and welcome to our quick little detox yoga flow. Let's begin at the base of our mat in a kneeling position. Slide your hands in front of you and melt your heart center down towards the mat, taking a child's pose. For this child's pose, I'd like you to keep your big toes together, but I'd like you to walk your knees apart. This will allow you to sink your heart center and your belly even closer towards the mat. With each breath, I'd like you to consider the connection between your body and the mat. Allow this idea to ground you. For the rest of the flow, I'd like you to always come back to the idea of this connection to the mat. The body is connected to the earth throughout the entire practice. Forehead is on the mat, really opening up through the chest, feeling this in the armpits, in the shoulders as they separate from one another, in the upper back. You'll also feel a gentle release in the hip flexors, in the inner thighs, and in the lower back. Now when you're ready, join your hands together in a prayer position and draw the fingertips that they point towards the sky. If this is comfortable for you, you can go a little bit further and draw your hands to the back of your neck or to your upper back. The aim of this posture, this variation on child's pose, is to really get in deep to the triceps as well as the chest. Keep that forehead close to the mat, as close as possible, and really breathe deeply into this stretch in the arms and the chest. Find that release, and with each exhale, try and go a little bit deeper. With each inhale, allow your body to relax. Slowly draw your hands back down flat onto the mat, coming into our regular child's pose. When you're ready, pick up your body and come into our 4-point kneeling. Knees come together, wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. Let's begin with some cat-cow circles. So we're just dipping the belly towards the mat, look ahead, exhale here, and then inhale, draw the belly up towards the sky, chin to chest. Try and make this a circular motion. This will really get in deep to the spine, allowing for a release in the lower back as well. You can incorporate movement into your hips and into your shoulders too to find a release there. Now go the other way if you're taking those circles, just to make sure you're evening this out for your body. Feel that release in the spine, feel that mobility. This is also great for detoxifying the digestive system. Now come back to neutral of the spine, pick up the right leg. We're just going to begin to take some knee circles on this side, warming up the hip flexors. Take 5 big circles with the knee, drawing as big of a circle as you can. Place the knee back to center, and let's do that on the left side. Take those nice big circles leading with the knee. Bring that knee as high up as you can to get that mobility in the hip. And drop that leg back down. Wonderful. Slowly walk your hands forward and allow your hips to sink towards the mat in cobra. Gazes ahead, hold here for a few breaths. Allow the shoulders to draw away from the ears, look up slightly, open through the chest and the front of the belly. This is a really great stretch also for the lower back and the hips as well. Hold for one more deep inhale. And on your exhale, tuck your toes under and push your tailbone to the sky. Come into our first downward facing dog. Just going to hold here for several breaths. Feel that release in the back of the legs. Feel that release in the spine. Keep the spine nice and long. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Now with our left hand, we're going to reach over towards the right side. Gaze comes over to the right. Twisting from the belly button, getting a nice deep twist in the spine, also opening through the chest and that right shoulder. Feel that deep stretch also in the right hamstring, the right calf, the right side of the leg. You can reach for the ankle or the calf if that's easier for you. Just find whatever feels good and hold for another deep breath. Then take your hand back to center, come into plank and draw that right knee in towards the chest. Then step the right foot down to the mat between the hands and lower the left knee down. Allow the body to come up nice and tall in our low lunge, arms come up towards the sky. Open through the chest here, feel that deep opening. Right knee is stacked over top of that right ankle, hips are sinking down towards the mat, square to the top of the mat. Feel that deep opening in the chest. Then join the hands together and draw them down to heart center. And with that left elbow, we're just going to twist over towards the right side. Left elbow stacks on top of the right knee. Gaze comes up towards the sky, right elbow pointing towards the sky as much as possible. Again, twist from the belly button, feel that energy in the spine. Feel that deep opening also in the left psoas. Keep that gaze up if you can, or just to adjust for balance, you can take your gaze ahead. If you'd like to advance, you can wrap your left arm underneath the right leg, reaching the right hand behind the back, and we're just going to interlace the fingers here. This bind is really good for detoxification of those internal organs. Keep the gaze up towards the sky as much as possible. Again, twist from the belly button. Now release the hands, take both hands towards the right side of the mat, and we're just going to twist round to face the opposite direction. This should leave your right leg twisted over top of the left leg is straight. We're just going to take a half Lord of the Fishes. So take the left arm to the other side of the right knee, take your gaze behind you, resting on that right arm as well for support. Keep that gaze ahead and really feel that deep twist in the spine. Keep the crown of the head nice and upright, elongating through the spine. Now take your gaze over to the left side, left hand comes down this time, right arm comes overhead. Take your gaze down for a moment, taking a quick counter stretch. Then push the hips up towards the sky, keeping the right leg grounded on the mat, even on the tiptoe to advance. Keep that right hand overhead, push the chest up towards the sky, hold here for another breath. And then return the right hand back down to center when you're ready. Twist around and step back into our downward facing dog. Well done. Take a quick deep breath here, in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. This time with that right hand, we're going to reach over towards the left ankle or the left calf. Gaze comes over towards the left side, twist through the belly button, open through the chest. Feel that detoxification in the spine. Hold for a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, let it all out. Return the right hand back to center. Come forward into our plank with our left knee tucked in towards the chest. Hold for another second. Then step that left foot between the hands. Right knee comes down. Inhale, arms towards the sky. Lengthen through the spine. Engage through the core. Find that deep opening through the chest and the lower back. Also feeling this in the right psoas, that right hip flexor. Really elongate through the spine, crown of the head drawing up towards the sky, chest is open. Then hands over heart center, right elbow to left knee, left elbow points towards the sky. Come into our twisted prayer lunge. Keep the gaze upright to challenge your balance, or you can take it down if you're more beginner. Find this deep twist through the belly button, again through the spine. If you'd like to advance, of course, there's that bind you can take. This time wrap the right arm underneath the leg, left arm behind your back, interlace the fingers together. Gaze is behind you or up to the sky, or it can come down again for support. Hold here, really feel that constriction in the internal organs. Feel that release in the spine, that detox. Hold for a few more deep breaths. Notice how these breaths may be a little bit labored. Then come back to center. We're going to twist around so that we're facing towards the back of the mat. Sit bones come down to the mat. This time left leg is crossed over the right leg is straight. Inhale, let's take that right arm to the sky and then take the elbow to the opposite side of the left knee. Left arm comes behind you for support, left hand is grounded. Gaze is behind you. Again, spine is nice and tall, crown of the head is drawing up. Feel that twist through the spine, energizing you. Then come back to center, take that counter stretch this time, left arm overhead, right hand grounded down on the mat for support. Hold here for another deep breath. Then we're going to lift those hips to the sky. Keep that left arm overhead, left hip toes if you're more advanced, or you can keep the left foot flat on the mat. Hips lift as high as they can. Keep lifting, engage through the core. Feel that stretch through the entire front of the body. Then return back to our downward facing dog for another deep breath here. Really feel that lengthening through the spine. Allow that release in the back of the legs. Then come forward into plank, lower the knees down to the mat. We're going to make our way back to the center of our mat in seated easy pose. Now take your hands into your lap, palms facing up, or you can take them onto your knees. Just going to take a few moments here to end our practice with a few breaths. Close the eyes, open through the chest and elongate the spine again. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let it all go. Breathe in positivity and peace. Exhale all that negativity, all that tension from your body. Inhale gratitude. Exhale negativity. Inhale positive thoughts. Exhale negative thoughts. Throughout the rest of your day, I'd like you to go about your day in peace, bringing kindness, peace and serenity to everyone you come across. Join your hands over heart center in prayer position, and when you're ready, bow down to yourself, thanking yourself for your practice. Namaste, friends.